Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Nashua High School North here in the Gate City. We have Division I high school basketball tournament action here for you tonight. The Nashua North Titans, who enter as the third seed with a 14-4 record, will be facing the Concord High School Crimson Tide with a record of 8-8. These two teams faced off January 3rd in the capital city of Concord, with Nashua North coming away with a 63-55 victory in a game that Coach Steve Lane said was a lot closer than that final score indicated. What you have here in a Concord High team, and the game plan is quite simple. You need to limit the dribble drive of this Crimson Tide basketball team and get back on defense. This is a scrappy group, according to Coach Lane, a group that will play defense, a group that will challenge shots. They are aggressive. While Nashua North, if they are shooting well from the floor, they will be clicking on all cylinders. They are a team that likes to get out. They like to run. They like to gun. They like to get an early lead on a team and let their play do the talk from the fast break perspective. As I mentioned earlier, this was a lot closer game than that score indicated. And this is a Concord High team that is really not indicative of the 8-8 record that they bring in here tonight. But as Coach Lane mentioned, tonight's record for both teams, 0-0. Neither team has a win or a loss. The winner will advance, the loser will go home. We'll bring the action to you in just a moment here from the campus of Nashua High School North.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Nashua High School North. This is Jason Roby, alongside with Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures. We'll be bringing this game to you tonight as across town, Bishop Girton will host their first round game against Salem High School, two teams that did not play during the regular season this year. So we're just about ready to tip things off here. I'll be working solo tonight as John Collins across the way. Tom King covering hockey. So a busy evening tonight here in the Gate City as we get ready to start off this first round playoff game at Nashua High School North. Jumping up for Nashua North will be Brendan Choate against Angelo Gray. And we are ready to go. And North wins the tip. Gabe Buxton gets the ball out to number 2, Curtis Harris. He'll set things up for the Titan offense. Sam McElliott now gets it back to Buxton. Buxton on the dribble drive. He's challenged at the hole. No whistle call. Titans will retain possession. So they challenged that layup, but I'm not quite sure what the official did or did not see there. But regardless, Nashua North will get possession. Pass goes into Choate. Choate sets up the offense. Pull-up jumper falls short. Concord with the rebound. Tyler Clark-Toy got that rebound, got the ball back out to Rylan Canabano. Canabano now to Ivan Yen. Yen swings things back around up top to Toy. Toy now gets the ball back to Canabano. Back up top of the key, Gray back to Canabano. Looking for some help. Titans playing stingy defense. Crowd starts to pick things up. No shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire. Crimson Tide works things around, get down into the low post to Abdulrahman. Kicking around now, Canabano. Back out to the three-point line to Gray. Gray dribbles, loses it, kicks it back out. A three-point attempt, hits back iron. Offensive rebound, tip in, no. Another rebound there for the Crimson Tide. Good work on the boards by Hamza Abdulrahman. And Concord will start things back up top. 0-0 here in the early going. Very deliberate are the Crimson Tide with their offensive sets. A little weave at the top of the key. Abdurrahman goes up, but he's going to be called for a travel on the baseline. So a long possession there for the Crimson Tide, who will extend some full court man-to-man pressure. Ball comes into Harris. He'll go right to left on your TV. Sets it up, kicks it out to the top there to Kane. And the ball goes through Buxton's legs on the bounce pass to Kane. So early turnover here for the Titans. And now the Titans will pick up at half court. Great defender is Curtis Harris. He'll be on the ball against Canabano. Canabano quickly gets it over to Yen. Yen gets it to the top of the key, and that was Angelo Gray who get the first points of the game for the Crimson Tide. 3-0 Concord. 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. First round playoff action from the campus of Nashua High School North. Titans now work the ball around the perimeter. A nice give and go there, but can't finish is Brendan Choate. Went hard off the glass and front rimmed it. Here come the Crimson Tide now with their deliberate offensive sets. Kicking the ball around the perimeter. Titans in a man-to-man defense here. And Concord good with just working the ball around perimeter. Will try to get the ball down on the low block if they can. Good quick hands there by the Titans. Concord will retain possession. Let's go, guys. A lot of action tonight here at high school basketball. Division I tournament starts tonight. The girls semifinal action taking place at Exeter High School. Bishop Girton will be playing later tonight. Once we get that BG score, we'll let you know what that is. Of course, we're not live tonight, so you'll know by the time you see it. And that hits nothing, but a great offensive rebound there. And another board. So going in the land of the Giants was Canabano. He got the rebound. A long attempt there by Gray. That rebound goes to Buxton, and all alone under the hoop was Nate Kane. The first time these two teams met, Kane dropped 13. So he gets the first bucket of the night for the Titans. As we mentioned earlier, these two teams met January 3rd in a game that was very close. And they're going to call a foul here on Curtis Harris, his first of the night. And that's the one thing that the Titans have to be careful of here is foul trouble. So to the line for a pair will go Rylan Canabano. And Carabano, the point guard, scouting report on him. He's an aggressive player, likes to drive to the hoop, as we just saw there. Not much of a perimeter shot, more of a dribble drive guy. And he hits 2 free throws early on here to extend the Crimson Tide lead. 5-2 now. Choate brings the ball up, dribbling with the left hand. Pressured there by Clark Toy. Still has the ball, spin move in the key. And they call a travel while he was still dribbling. So a timeout here for the Titans. Trying to get game legs under them. Couple of turnovers, some missed shots. And with 3:57 to play here in the first quarter, the visiting Crimson Tide with a 5-2 lead. As we mentioned, tonight is the start of the Boys Division I Basketball Tournament. Bishop Girton hosting Salem earlier tonight, a 5 o'clock tip-off where this was a 6:30 tip. In order for the BG boys to go and support the girls team at Exeter High School later on this evening. Winnicott is hosting South, and by virtue of their 1-point double overtime victory, the game is in Hampton rather than in Nashua. And as we say that, Buxton gets the ball out quickly to McElliott. McElliott gets fouled going up for the uncontested. Came in from behind there. And I believe that was Clark Toy with the foul. So McElliott will go to the line for a pair. Chance to cut into this early Crimson Tide lead. McElliott front irons the first of two. McElliott, a 6'2" junior forward, hits the second. So McElliott now gets on the scoreboard as the Titans now trail by a bucket, and they extend the full court pressure, trying to get a 10-second call. They'll get it over just in time, does the Crimson Tide, as Canabano sets up the offense. Abdurrahman now kicks it out into the corner to Clark Toy. They work the ball back around. Once again, very deliberate offensive sets here for the Crimson Tide, trying to solve this man-to-man defense, and they're going to get Gabe Buxton on his first foul of the evening. Buxton with a reach in as Abdurrahman was cut into the hoop. First subs in tonight. Number 1 is Connor Dunning. He'll check in, and also Emeka Okori. And again, a dribble drive there and a nice finish at the hole for number 12, Angelo Gray. That was Kane pulling the trigger from the right baseline. No good. So here come the Crimson Tide once again. And they get an open look from the outside. They miss. And that ball's going to go off of the Crimson Tide. So Nashua North will get possession. Once again, the Crimson Tide extending full court pressure here in the early going. 2:51 to play in the first quarter. And now the Concord High School will fall back and pick up at half court. And it looks like a 1-3-1 defense here employed by the Crimson Tide. That 1-3-1 packed in really tight, and they get a steal. Okori with the turnover. And on the fast break layup was Canabano. 9-3 Crimson Tide. Another open look there for Kane. He misses. And the Titans are losing in just about every facet of this game. Turnovers, rebounds, scoring. Again with a deliberate set for the Crimson Tide, and they find Canabano again, and he misses. Rebound there by Kane. Okori now gets picked up on the baseline, gets it back out, back to Okori for a three-pointer, and he short in rims it. So once again, the key here for the Titans, you got to make the open shots. And their shooting percentage does not look real good right now. The Crimson Tide going under. They're going to call a jump ball there. And a good call. Concord will retain possession. Okori will check out. Josh Lentz, number 15, comes in for the Titans. Out of bounds play set up and run by the Crimson Tide. They'll set up the offense in the corner. Three-point shot. No good. Rebound there by Kane. Titans will look to run. Crimson Tide get back on defense. A great dish underneath there. And unfortunately, Dunning could not finish. We're going to get an offensive foul call here. And here's the game plan. Coach Steve Lane said it in his pregame comments. Look, this is a Concord team that's not really known for their outside shot. They're known more for their dribble drive penetration. Player controlled foul there on Canabano, who I believe at this point has 2 fouls to his credit. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that and that kind of aggressive play. Another steal there by the Crimson Tide. Canabano tipped it and Yen came up with it. Good save and a three-pointer for the Crimson Tide. Abdurrahman saved it, kicked it out to Clark Toy, and he knocked down the three-pointer. 12-3 now, Titans. Lentz will try to get something going. He back irons it. 39 seconds in counting here in the first quarter. And a lost dribble for the Tide, but things going their way. He gets it right back. They kick it back out to three-point land. Great passing game going on by the Crimson Tide as that ball hits nothing. So an air ball. Crimson Tide will extend the full court pressure. 22 seconds. We'll see if they play for the last shot here. Concord Crimson Tide switching up their defenses now as they are in a help man set. Choate can't get it. And they're going to call another jump ball, and the possession will go the Titans' way this time. 4.1 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Ball inbounded to Choate, who gets quickly double teamed. Ball stolen there by Yen at the buzzer. Good if it goes, and just misses to the left. So that first quarter was all Concord Crimson Tide. And at this point in time, it looks like they're playing a lot more inspired basketball than is Nashua North. The good thing for the Titans is we still have 3 quarters to go here, as they are looking at a 12-3 deficit heading into the second quarter. And as we said earlier, this Concord Crimson Tide team comes in here with an 8-8 record, but really not emblematic of the kind of team this is. This is an upstart team. They are aggressive. They're disciplined. They come in here tonight with nothing to lose, playing against the 3 seed. A lot of people thought this Nashua North team would be contending for a state title this year, Division I state title. According to Coach Lane and a lot of other pundits around the state, just about anybody in this tournament can win this thing. And we're seeing that here tonight with the play of Concord High School in the early going. Jason Roby here calling the action for you from Nashua High School North. Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. As we mentioned earlier, Bishop Girton playing against Salem High School over on Lund Road, a game that is probably concluded by now, so that the Cardinals could make it up to a semifinal appearance by the Girton girls. Ball inbounded here. Clark Toy now brings the ball up the court, looking for help, looking for spacing. Guarded there by Lentz. Lentz gets the hard pick. And Abdulrahman sets a very, very good pick there. And as a result, Clark Toy gets fouled by Lentz, who had to hustle to try to get back into the picture. Clark Toy will go to the line for a pair. And he hits the first. Okori will check back into the game for Lentz. Student section shouting encouragement. And Clark Toy knocks down the second. 14-3, an 11-point Crimson Tide lead. And now it looks like they've settled into a 2-3 zone, or a 2-1-2 of some sort. Titans working the ball around the perimeter. They find Okori. Quick hand, he lost his dribble. Quick hands by the Crimson Tide defense. And North's got to move and go to the ball. Choate now. Skip pass all the way across to Okori, who'll dribble drive on the baseline. He goes reverse. And that's kind of the way things are going so far tonight for the Titans, as that ball goes right up and over the backboard. Titans will employ full court pressure here. Canabano now once again setting up the very deliberate offensive sets, and another good pick up top of the key, looking for the roll, and he had him, but he didn't see him on the pick and roll. That was an easy 2 points for Concord. They just missed it. Canabano now directing traffic from the top of the circle. Finds Clark Toy. He'll get the ball underneath. And a nice pass there from Clark Toy to number 12 for the Crimson Tide. That was Angelo Gray in for the easy bucket, as Choate will fire and hit nothing but side of the rim. 16-3 Crimson Tide now, and they are on the move. Very patient here is the Crimson Tide. They're making the most of their opportunities when they get possession. Clark Toy now gets the ball back out to Yen. Yen will set things up. Back to Clark Toy, looking for the cutter. Finds Gray, he loses it, but Clark Toy there to pick it up. Head coach James Thorpe shouting instructions in, as the Crimson Tide are going to shorten this game, or at least attempt to shorten it. Another backdoor cut. And Abdulrahman goes up, and he is fouled by Choate, who challenged at the basket. So Abdulrahman will go to the line for a pair. He hits the first of two. As Coach Lane trying to find the right combinations as Kane and McElliott check back in. Thus far, nothing seems to be working for the Titans. And Abdulrahman hits the second. Crimson Tide will fall back. 18-3, 5:47 to play here in the first half. Corey now finds McElliott. He'll get it back to Corey. They'll swing it around to Curtis Harris. He'll dribble drive. It goes off of his own foot. And they're going to give the ball to Concord. Harris got lucky there. Kane will take the ball out of bounds. Back to Harris, top of the key, and they'll set it up. And they're just daring Nashua North to shoot from the outside. No foul call there as Curtis Harris got tripped. And he's slow to get up. Concord with another defensive rebound, and they'll come the other way. And as I indicated earlier, they'll be content just to slow this game down. The clock is now their friend. Merrimack High School type basketball, very deliberate. They'll look for the best shot, but if nothing's there, they'll continue to work it around the perimeter. And why not? Clark Toy now gets the ball out to Gray. Gray on the dribble drive. He's triple teamed in the paint, and he gets it to fall. And finally, Nate Kane takes the lid off the top of the basket. 20-5 now, Nashua North. And a turnover here. So maybe a little bit of a momentum change, as Choate will check back in for a Corey. Once again, Concord falling back into what appears to be their zone defense, a 1-3-1 look by the Crimson Tide. Harris gets the ball to Kane, gets it back out to McElliott, and they'll swing it around. And Harris forcing it into a double team there. And a great take there by Brandon Choate. His first bucket. Now Choate had 21 points in the first meeting of these teams back on January the 3rd. That is his first bucket tonight. 20-7 now, Crimson Tide. Titans will extend their defense. Great defense there by McElliott as he cuts off the baseline. Fans are calling for a out-of-bounds violation. That ball goes into the backcourt. They're going to say Choate had a piece of it, and nobody helping underneath. And flat-footed are the Titans, and they got lucky there. Another turnover. And now Jaden Espinal will check in for Gabe Buxton. Espinal, a spark plug for this team. He's a hustler, he's a mover. He brings the energy level up when he's in the game. So we'll see if he can awaken these Titans from their early nap here in the first half. Seem a little bit confused with the offensive sets, do the Titans. Kane directing traffic. They'll kick it back around to Choate, who finds McElliott wide open for the three. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. And right now, the Titans having some trouble trying to figure out the defensive sets of the Crimson Tide. They'll extend full court pressure, and he's on the line, and another turnover. So a chance to cut this lead in half. Harris will fire from three. And he side rims that one. So the shooting woes continue for the Titans as the Crimson Tide work the ball around the perimeter. And the Crimson Tide come away with another rebound. Can't get it to go. Ball on the floor, players on the floor. Everything going Crimson Tide way. Espinal now with the rebound. Gets it off the choke. And they'll head back the other way. And a nice play there by Nate Kane, who goes in for his second bucket. 20-9 now. Defensive stops are what it's going to take here. At some point, you're going to have to get alive on the boards. Fans wanted a travel call there. No go. And the fans come alive here for the first time tonight from Nashua North as the deliberate offensive sets for the Crimson Tide continue. And he's going to get called for a travel. Wanted the backdoor cut, did Leahy. But unfortunately, he dragged that pivot foot. And the first time out for the Crimson Tide. Well, it seems as though Nashua North has awoken from their early game slumber here. Some sloppy play, some low shooting percentages have doomed the Titans in their 4 losses this year. And if they want to reverse that trend, they're going to have to get busy on the boards. They're going to have to start knocking down some shots, and they're going to have to figure out the defensive sets for the Crimson Tide. In addition, they need to continue to play good, solid defense and make things happen against the very deliberate attack of Concord High School. Kane now to inbound the ball. And now the Crimson Tide are going to pick up. Looks like they're going to pick up half court. Little spillage on the floor there, quickly cleaned up on the sideline. Kane gets the ball into Harris. Good defensive scheme here by the Crimson Tide as Kane can't get the ball. And there's Espinal doing exactly what we thought he would do, create that spark. Kane will drive and he'll get it to go. Was challenged at the hole, got it to go. 20-11 now, single-digit lead for the Crimson Tide. And they got a half-court trap here developing, and they got him trapped, but they find him underneath the hoop, and a great pass there, and a blocked shot by Choate. Great recognition. Abdurrahman was all alone underneath. He got challenged, and Choate was there with a great defensive effort. 1:23 to play here in the first half. Abdurrahman gets the ball in. Back up to Canabano, and another travel. And so at the beginning of this game, Concord could do no wrong, and now the turnover bug seems to have bitten the Crimson Tide. So Espinal comes in, provides that spark that we talked about, gets a big offensive rebound. Connor Dunning will check back in now as we near the 1 minute mark in the first half. McElliott now dribbling against the man-to-man defense. Dunning will fire and back rim it. And the foul will go against Concord High School. McElliott now will set up top of the key. Gets it back to Harris near the half-court circle. Titans work the ball around. McElliott now gets trapped on the baseline. Would be wise to call a timeout, but he can't do it. And as a result, jump ball. Nashua North will keep possession. Not sure what the call was there. Maybe Kane stepped on the line. Choate will check out. Espinal will come back in. Titans having trouble getting into a rhythm. Here come the Crimson Tide. 44 seconds to go here in the first half. And knowing the way things have gone here, they'll probably hold for the last shot. Yen now gets the ball back out to Canabano. Canabano looking for help. Finds Clark Toyo, gets the ball in and underneath, and a good attempt there by number 12, Angelo Gray. He can't get it to go, and he'll get called for the foul. Akori will check back in for Espinal, as he is known for his three-point shooting. Concord High will counter with Nate Bengston, a 6'3" junior forward. 20 seconds to go here in the first half, as what can only be described as shocking if you're a Nashua North fan. Crimson Tide up 20-11, and it appears that North will not hold for the last shot, as Nate Kane hits the three-pointer. And that ball was shot from three-quarter court. So, anything that could go wrong in that first half did go wrong. And if you're Nashua North, you have to feel very lucky that you're only down 6 at this point in the game. 20-14 as we head into halftime. We'll have to see what Coach Lane draws up for the Titans, as one of these two teams are about to play their last half of basketball for the 2020 season. We'll be right back with second half action after this.
Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? Is the seat supposed to be forward-facing or rear-facing? Did they move to a booster seat too soon? It may be too late to check when you're on the road. Fortunately, you're on the couch. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Don't think you know. Know you know.
Welcome back to the first round of the boys NHIAA Division I Basketball Tournament. Jason Roby along with Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures. Executive producer is Pete Johnson. And we are in a makings of a stunner here as Concord High School begins the second half up 20-14. That three-pointer goes in and out. Choate on the rebound, gets it to Harris. Harris saves the ball. They whip it around back to Choate. He'll pull up for three. Miss. Good battle underneath. McElliott gets the ball. Finds Harris top of the key. Kane got it back out to Harris, and the Titans will set up their offense. 20-14, Concord High School. McElliott, top of the key for three. And if they're gonna give it to him, he'll take it. 20-17 now. And it looked like Buxton was about to come up and set a half-court trap. Thought better of it, fall back on defense.
Oh, there we go.
And another turnover for the Crimson Tide as the quick hands of Curtis Harris disrupts Rylan Canabano. Titans with a chance to tie this thing up. They work the ball around now. Kane, bounce pass into Buxton on the box. He goes into the land of the Giants, finds an open Kane. And a great rebound there by McElliott. He does all the dirty work for this Titan team. He gets in there, he mixes it up, and Concord, as a result, will be called for a foul. Ball inbounded to Buxton, finds McElliott, top of the key now. They find Kane back in the corner. He had the hot hand in the first half. Can't get it to go there. Concord will come the other way. Push off there by Clark Toy. Does not get called. He goes to the hoop, and there's McElliott again. He does not have the numbers. He's going to go for it. And in for the rebound. Titans down by a single point now, 20-19. And fans, we have a tale of two halves here. Quick hands there by Choate. Crimson Tide retains possession. They'll have to do good work on Angelo Gray. And that ball stolen by Harris. And he'll go in for the two. And the Titans have taken their first lead of the game. The student section, the parents, the fans are on their feet. And the sleeping giant has been woken. 21-20 Titans, 5:39 to play here in the third quarter. And for the first time all night, the Crimson Tide are reeling. And I'm sure whatever Coach Steve Lane said at halftime was very motivating, as the Titans have come out firing on all cylinders earlier in the second half. Good communication, good feet moving, and maybe it was just the reality of their season being over if they don't get the W. Titans extending the full court pressure. Crimson Tide get the ball over the half-court line, and they'll set up their offense. Canabano now looking for some help. Movement by the Crimson Tide. Nice pick at the top of the key. Finds Ivan Yen for the three-pointer. A very good play set up there by the Crimson Tide. Titans quickly get things back on the offensive end. Trout trying to do it off the dribble, and he'll get fouled. Clark Toy there called for the foul. Good sportsmanship by the Crimson Tide sophomore as he helps Choate to his feet. And checking in for the first time tonight is Quentin Pinkowski. And he'll come in for Clark Toy. Curtis Harris now. Choate wanted the ball down low, didn't get it. And McElliott will dribble drive, and he'll take it to the hole. McElliott with 6 points here in the game. And that ball blocked and saved, and the Titans are on the run. 3-on-1 here, not a good chance to drive it, but he does. Or rather 1-on-3. And if you have Brendan Choate, it doesn't matter if you don't have the numbers, he'll just jump over you. He'll go to the line for a pair. Choate now with a chance to give the Titans their second lead of the evening. Good touch on that free throw. Knocks down the pair. So Choate now. Knocking down those free throws. They're trying to set up the trap. They reverse it. And that's how you beat the trap, is you reverse the ball. Crimson Tide very well schooled there. They'll set things up. Pinkowski now. He'll whip the ball around and find Canabano. Canabano now. Back in the middle to Gray. Gray, the dribble drive with the left. Can't get it to go. He was bothered by Buxton. Here comes McElliott, and he'll drive in for another layup. McElliott with 8 points now. The Titans have opened up their biggest lead of the night. 27-23, 3:47 to play here in the third quarter. And the Titans seem like they're dialed in right now. They look like a different team. They look focused. They look determined. Extending that defense out well past the three-point line. Harris now will fall back on Canabano, respecting the dribble drive. Canabano looking to make things happen. Could have been called for a carry there, no such luck. And so, fans complaining of 6 players on the court for the Crimson Tide. Clark Toy will check back in for Pinkowski. Yen to inbound the ball. He'll find Canabano at the top of the key. Back to Clark Toy. Getting the directions from Coach James Thorpe. The pick tried to get set there by Abdulrahman. They find Clark Toy. He can't knock it down. Rebound choke. And here come the Titans. No foul call there, but a layup up and in for Nate Kane. Canabano now will settle things down. Off his own foot. Titans have a 2-on-1. We'll see what Buxton does. And the timing of that whole approach to the hoop looked thrown off a little. Canabano now with the left-hand drive. And an interesting shot by Canabano. And it goes in, and a turnover by the Titans. Connor Dunning will check back in, as will Jaden Espinal. As will Josh Lentz. 3 up, 3 down. Wholesale changes here for the Titans. They have a 4-point lead with 2:18 to play in the third quarter. And they have the size advantage now due to the Crimson Tide, but Titans come away with the ever-important defensive rebound. McElliott will fire. He'll miss it, but offensive rebound there by Letts. He'll find Dunning. And Dunning will knock down the three. 32-25 Titans. And a fire! A shot heard across the way by Yen. He answers back. 32-28 Nashua North. Nate Kane set the check back in for McElliott, who gets a nice round of applause.
Let's go, no!
Kane to inbound the ball. He finds Espinal, top of the key, who finds Dunning. And that hits nothing but good hustle by Lentz. He'll save it back to Dunning, and he'll get it in. And those are what we call hustle points. If not for Lentz hustling on that miss, that bucket does not exist. That won't show up on the score sheet, but what a great job there by Josh Lentz. Now the Crimson Tide trying to fire.
Let's go, guys!
And you can see on the defensive rebounds, Titans releasing 2 players each time. Crimson Tide were wise to check Dunning there in the corner. Don't want to give him too many easy looks. He'll make you pay. As Emeka Okori set the check back in for Nashua North, and he'll come in for Espinal. And it appears that Coach Lane has found the right combination of players and what he wants to set up here offensively for Nashua North. 34-28. 50 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Lentz to Okori, back to Lentz. 2-man game going, back to Okori, back to Lentz. Emeka will set things up top of the key. He wanted to pull the string, did Kane, thought better of it. 30 seconds, finds Okori, and that's why he did it. And the top of the basket has finally been lifted for Nashua North as they're starting to find the range from outside. 37-28, their biggest lead of the night now. 13 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Canabano finds Yen. He can't get the 3. Lentz had a chance for the rebound. It goes to Okori. Okori from downtown hits the top of the backboard. But what a difference a quarter makes. As the Nashua North Titans, who entered the third quarter down 6, find themselves up 9 as we head into the fourth quarter of action here from Nashua North High School. Jason Roby, along with Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. We already have one upset in that is in the books tonight as the Bishop Girton Cardinals fall victim to the Salem Blue Devils on their home court, 46-44. So the season ends for the Cardinals. All things were looking like that could be the same situation for the Titans here tonight, but they end up putting together a fantastic third quarter with great effort, great hustle, and the ability to make the outside shot. That has been the difference. Meanwhile, on the Seacoast, Nashua South playing a Winnicunnet team that they lost to a short while ago in double overtime by 1 point. Had Nashua South won that game, you would have had 3 Nashua teams hosting first round games tonight. It just would have been reversed. South would have been hosting Winnicunnet. Looking for some score updates from that one from Lisa Gingras, Nashua Athletic Director, who happens to be in Hampton tonight. Dante Lorendi, game manager here tonight at Nashua North. All right, we are underway in the fourth quarter here, 37-28. Nashua North. Curtis Harris now gets the ball over to Akori. Kane will swing around. Akori will reverse it. Back to Harris. They find Kane in the corner. Back to Akori. And a 3-man triangle game going on here. A keep away, if you will, against the Crimson Tide. They are content to just throw the ball around the perimeter in a 3-man game. And they'll do it. Interesting thought process here by Coach Steve Lane, who now calls a play in, and they'll see what's going. Harris, half court, finds Choate. Choate now will take a couple of steps back and begin his dribble. Choate kicks it back out. 3-bagger! Nate Kane, once again, the marksman from the corner, making the Crimson Tide pay. You want a dribble drive, we'll double down on you. And then you kick it out and find the marksman. 40-28 here for the Titans, their biggest lead of the evening. Nice backdoor cut there by the Crimson Tide. Can't get it to go. And the cover that was on that basket in the first half still remains. Akori finds Choate. Choate now gets a pick set up by Harris. Akori baseline. Can't get it to go. And Concord comes away with the board. Canabano now. He'll come to the middle of the court. Bounce pass it over to Yen. Yen will skip it. Clark Toy now with a fadeaway. Gets it to go. Pretty shot there by Clark Toy.
Come on, North.
10-point lead now. 5:37 to go in this one. Coach Steve Lane calling for the timeout. Saw something that he didn't like or something that he wanted to set up based on what the Crimson Tide was doing defensively. Have to believe Coach Thorpe will now, in this game of chess, will change up his defensive look. Great game here from the campus of Nashua High School North, where the third-seeded 14-4 Titans found themselves in a huge hole in the first half, have battled their way back, and in the fourth quarter are the owners of a 40-30 lead.
Let's go North.
And Kane has been the marksman from the outside to lead this Titan comeback. And they get the ball to Choate. Choate guarded closely there. Dunning now gets the ball over to Harris. He looks for help. Starts his dribble. The Titans will set up their offense. They'll move their feet. Harris behind the back. Found Kane. Ball was knocked away from Choate there by Clark Toy. And they doubled him, and as a result, the ball is turned over. I'm sure Coach Lane will say a little too much dribbling, a little too much one-on-one basketball, fellas. Let's find the open man and be aware of that trap. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. Nashua North will get the steal. Here comes McElliott. He does not have numbers. And he gets the roll. McElliott having the game of his life here in the first round of the 2020 playoffs, and the Titans have needed every bit of it. And Concord content to go around the key as Canavano will dribble drive and is met there by a few Titans. He'll go to the line for a pair. Angelo Gray, the 6'3" senior who made hay in the beginning of the game, has not done much since the early going. And excuse me, that'll be a possession foul as Clark Toy goes again with the lefty fadeaway. A good rebound there by the Crimson Tide. Abdulrahman gets the ball back out to Yen. Back to Abdulrahman, and they'll set things back up. Clark Toy kicks the ball back out to... Oh, and that's just a hustle play there. That is just a hustle play there. Fortunately for the Titans, the lid on that basket keeps getting smaller and smaller. McElliott with the left. And the Crimson Tide have no answer for the 6'2" junior, Sam McElliott. And they're going to try to solve that riddle right now in this timeout. 44-30 here, 3:30 to play in regulation. Titans have opened up a 14-point lead. The outside shooting of Nathan Kane, the inside work of Sam McElliott have propelled the Titans to this 14-point advantage with 3:34 to play. And at the beginning of the evening, it did not look like things were going to go well for this Nashua North team. But it truly has been the tale of two halves as they've come out in the second half. They've found their playoff legs, so to speak. And oh, by the way, have held their opponents to 30 points with 3:34 to play in the game. So an often overlooked fact in high school basketball is the defensive effort that Nashua North puts forward. They have held their opponents to 30 points here. We are ready to get things back underway. The Crimson Tide will take possession. And at the end of the day, if you play defense, you're going to win more than you lose. Canavano, top of the key. And there it is, and we talked about that earlier. The Crimson Tide have gotten away from Gray on the inside, and they quickly went back to him. And a foul there as Buxton will check back in for Connor Dunning. Inbound pass there. And a good strong move to the hole by Abdulrahman. Titans don't have the numbers, 2-on-3. They'll set things up. Kane now gets the ball back out to Choate. And he'll set things up on the right side. Choate battling. Clark Toy comes down with a defensive rebound. Gets the ball out to Catabano. And Choate ended up in Hollis on that attempt. And it looks like the foul call gonna go against Nashua North. The winner of tonight's game will play the winner of Merrimack and Goffstown. Canabano will drain a three from the outside. And a timeout by the Titans, as it did not appear that they were ready for that full court pressure. 2:41 to go here. The Crimson Tide will not go silently into that night. They're going to hang around for a while here. That ride back to the capital city would be a lot better if you came out of this gym with a W. And once again, as we mentioned, the winner of tonight's game will face the winner of the Merrimack-Goffstown first round game. Exeter, of course, the #1 overall seed in the tournament with that 70% rule, receives a first round bye. Talking to Coach Nate Mazerel of Nashua South today, he says he would love a crack at that Exeter team. In order to do that, they'll have to defeat the Winnacunnet Warriors, who were 1-point victors a while ago in double overtime against the Purple Panthers. So one Nashua team in Bishop Girton has been eliminated tonight. The second one trying to hang on against an upstart Concord High School team. And we're waiting to hear word from Hampton about the score of the Winnacunnet game. Harris to inbound the ball. He got it to Kane, who got it back to Harris, and he'll face the pressure of Canabano. Canabano now trying to force the issue. Harris gets it to Kane. Kane looking for a cutter. Finds McElliott. McElliott looking for a pick, nothing coming his way. Hands the ball off to Choate. Titans once again got a three-man weave going at about half court. Kane loses his dribble. Choate there to take the handoff. Lot of motion. Choate looking for the one-on-one dribble drive. Gets it to Harris, who finds a wide open Nate Kane. Kane went to the hoop. Hamza Abdulrahman, the 6-foot senior center for Concord High, challenged that shot. And although Kane didn't get to go, he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. Knocks down the first. As Gabe Buxton will check back in for Connor Dunning. Kane hits the second. 46-35, 11-point lead for the Titans. 1:52 to play here in regulation. At some point, nice backdoor cut there, and a make by Ivan Yen. Canabano with a great pass to Yen, who finished it. Now Crimson Tide are going to extend their pressure. And at some point, you have to think, if the Titans are going to hold the ball out here, the Crimson Tide are going to have to foul. McElliott going to call the forearm shiver on the floor. And what might be a better scenario for the Titans, they'll get possession rather than free throws. As Buxton checks back out, Dunning back in. Choate now with possession. Crimson Tide are going to start getting aggressive with their hands. They're going to extend this defense and think foul here at some point. McElliott almost has the ball stolen, finds a wide open Choate. He'll go in for the righty layup. 11-point lead with just over a minute to play. Clark Toy with a great move to the hole. And that full court pressure and foul will result in clock stoppage, but little else. as neither team in the bonus as yet. 54.2 seconds to play. A 9-point lead for the Titans. Ball is inbound to Harris. They're trying to trap him. And Canabano trying to steal Harris's wallet. Kane now to inbound the ball. Finds Harris. And Canabano has him in a bear hug. And they'll call the foul there. 46 seconds to play here in regulation. And at this point, that's what you have to do. You have to get that quick foul. Buxton will check back in for Dunning. And the Titans finally in the bonus. Harris will go for a 1-and-1 opportunity here. So this is a very important free throw. Nothing but net for Harris, the 6'2" junior. The lead is now 11 on the second make by Harris. 45 seconds to go here. Canabano dishes the ball out to Yen. Yen. Abdurrahman finds Canabano, who can't get it to go. And that might be close to doing it. 28.3 seconds to play here as the Crimson Tide forced to foul. And the man of the hour, Sam McElliott, will go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. And he called glass. McElliott hits the first, and a timeout on the floor. Unofficially, Sam McElliott with 13 big points here tonight for the Titans. Kane pouring in 16. So as we discussed earlier, the Titans, if they want to go deep in this tournament, they cannot afford to open things up like they did tonight here against Concord. Let's hope it was just opening night jitters, playoff jitters, and now they've got their legs under them and they can make a nice run at this thing. 28.3 seconds to go here, 51-39. 12-point advantage for the Titans as McElliott will go to the line for his second.
All right, Sam.
And he knocks down the second. And that's probably, we have an injury on the floor here. I hate to see that, as it looks like Angelo Gray on the floor. Let's hope he's okay, holding his head. Sitting up on his own power, so that's a good sign. Nashua North trainer over there to help him out. He gets a nice round of applause. And all indications are that he caught an elbow. Not sure if he has to come out of the game or not. Yeah, he does. Injury timeout like that, the player has to come out of the game. So Gray, who's had a nice night here tonight, will check out. Dunning will come in for Choate, and checking in for Gray is number 14 for the Crimson Tide, Nate Bankston, 6'3" junior. 19.3 seconds left, and Kane's gonna go to the foul line. And at some point you have to think James Thorpe gonna call off the Dogs here and concede this one. If Kane can make these Kane nails the first, and he's had a great night tonight. Most notably in the second half, the shooting from the corner. And another. So Kane with a nice night for the Titans. As Clark Torrey fires from outside, can't get it to go. Rebound there, put back in by Abdurrahman. 5 seconds to go, and that's going to do it here. 1 second, and the Nashua North Titans have come from behind and won their first round playoff game. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a thing of beauty. But the only thing that matters at the end of the night is you got the W. The Titans will advance to the second round of the playoffs. They will face the winner of Merrimack Goffstown in the next round. They escaped tonight, 54-41 winners over the Concord Crimson Tide. For cameraman Tim O'Neill, executive producer Pete Johnson, I'm Jason Roby. We'll see you all in the next game, everybody.